Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some wall cleaning because we've noticed that this is one of our most searched things on our YouTube channel, that you guys are trying to figure out how to like get stains off of walls. So we're gonna do some hard to get off stains like a permanent marker, dried nail polish. This is like just regular nail polish, not gel or anything like that. Some grease. We're just gonna try to like mimic hand oil, and then spaghetti sauce, because I don't know what the hell you guys are doing at home, but splashing it around. So usually spaghetti sauce, we would be getting that off of like a tile backsplash, but not everybody has a tile backsplash. They still have paint. So we'll try and get that off. We'll see if it works. What works, we're gonna go a little bit crazy here because we're gonna try some like more unconventional methods and see if they work. They might wreck the paint, but at least you'll know by watching us before you do it yourself. I forgot to mention that we're gonna do dry erase marker on a wall because that's a big request too. So we'll make a few stains here and then we're gonna let them dry and set for a couple of hours. Then we're gonna come back and clean them. We ended up letting this dry for a couple of days because basically we ran out of time, but in all honesty, most stains sit, like you find a stain when it's too late. So this is gonna work out better for everybody because we've let the stain sit for a longer period of time. Like lots of times you would just come across some nail polish painted on your wall 4 days after your 4-year-old did it. So, or some spaghetti splashes that you haven't wiped up right after dinner. So I think this is actually going to be beneficial that everything has soaked in, and now we're gonna try to get it off. So I'm just starting off with some Tide and hot water because Tide has a natural, not a natural, but it has a degreaser built into it. And it's really good at removing like fingerprints and handprints off of paint and walls. We'll see if it takes this off. You gotta kind of like rinse a couple times because you're removing the grease. You don't wanna just keep moving it around and around on the paint. If this doesn't work, I would go on to like Dawn Power Wash or Dawn dish soap just because it's like a really strong degreaser, or Mr. Clean, but I think the Tide is gonna do it. I can already feel that it's not like slippery like a snake. The Tide cleaned up the grease like a dream. There's like not even one little streak of it. So I'm gonna start with, since I have a bucket of Tide and hot water going, I'm gonna start on the spaghetti sauce, but I'm gonna like wipe just one part of it and then we'll maybe test it with something else and see what happens. The thing about spaghetti sauce is that it can kind of stain, but it also hardens on. So you wanna soften it. Like you don't wanna go with your nail or like a knife and start scratching it off of your paint because you'll chip your paint, especially on your cupboards. But if you have patience like I do, of a saint, you can get it off. So that worked pretty good. A little bit more elbow grease, right? Now let's try something like a little stronger. Now I'm gonna go Dawn Power Wash and just spray it right on the grease stain. So this stuff is pretty strong. We'll just let it sit for a minute. Better than sex. Can I say that? Yeah. Now here's number 3 of the spaghetti squash. I'm using some yellow original, I think it's called Summer Citrus. Oh, damn, I got it right. Summer Citrus. Mr. Clean, I always just call it yellow original. And then lots of times we keep this in a spray bottle and then we just spray it on, but I don't have a spray bottle and I wanted to show the label. So I'm just gonna let that soak, kind of like I let it soak for the Dawn Power Wash. So really, whatever you have on hand is gonna work for spaghetti sauce. Ooh, yeah. Afterwards, you need to rinse it with a warm cloth. So I'm gonna wipe after here with like a warm water cloth because it will leave streaks on every surface that you use. And that even says it on the bottle. Don't chia seeds in my teeth. So now I'm just rinsing off the Mr. Clean. This is just like I call it a warm water cloth. It's just a rinse cloth with just only water on it to get rid of any residue that could be left over. I'm gonna go with the Dawn Power Wash. Was my favorite thing for the spaghetti sauce because honestly, like it just came off so quickly. It was like a clean gasm. We're gonna move on to the more difficult stains, which are nail polish, permanent marker, and dry erase marker. So first things first, we're gonna go into the nail polish. Well, the most easy thing to remove nail polish off of your fingers is nail polish remover. So this is what we're gonna use. Might take off your paint, yeah, but I'm pretty sure your paint job is effed after you have your kid paint nail polish all over it. So I'm trying regular nail polish. Like this is just like a regular nail polish that most people would have underneath their kitchen cabinet or their bathroom sink. And then I have 100% acetone, which is stronger, and we'll see which one works. We'll test it on both. So, don't rub that in my eyes, okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You better be getting a close up of this. See how it's turning gray, so I can tell that I am kind of like buffing away some of the paint. But again, this would also, I would do this if you were gonna like paint before you painted over a nail polish spot. Like lots of people would think, oh, I'll just take my paintbrush and paint over top of the glob of nail polish. I would remove the nail polish as much as you can because it will show through the paint. Now we're gonna move on to 100% acetone, which is even stronger. Really, when you think about it, nail polish is just like, well, it's gotta be some sort of like a paint thinner. Look at it already lifting immediately. The other one didn't do that. Ready? Oh, but it definitely affected the paint. But holy guacamole. That was incredible. We got a little tiny removal of paint, but still, doesn't matter. I take that over a daub of like red nail polish on my wall. Okay, mainly because I'm curious, I'm gonna try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. This is just an original Magic Eraser to see like sometimes, you know how you don't have nail polish on hand for some reason? See if this could maybe work, because I know I'm gonna use it on the permanent marker too and see what happens. It's not even touching it. Like it's touching it, but I feel like I would be here all day. I'm impatient because that other way worked so fast. Like it's like, what's the point of trying a different way when we know what works best? But no. Okay, so first we're just trying like the things that you would have laying around the house when you were in a panic mode of trying to clean something off. So this is isopropyl alcohol. Just gonna see what happens here. I've rinsed off the Magic Eraser residue already. So we have some deep woods off just because I know that it's like affected my manicures and pedicures in the course of my life. We've rinsed we rinsed the last cleaner off. Let's just see. Are you kidding me? I told you. Cause like I've sprayed it on my legs when I've been dog walking, and then like my toenails would get like sticky afterwards. Not with like a gel polish, but with a regular nail polish. Now we are on to the permanent marker situation. So we always say permanent marker, I always say the easiest thing for permanent marker is isopropyl alcohol or like hand sanitizer, hairspray, something like that you have on hand. It's best to get it off immediately as soon as it gets on the carpet or the paint, wherever it is, but we'll see how this lifts off. So this is 99% isopropyl alcohol. See how the paint, like this isn't black marker, now it's gray because we're taking off some of the paint. But again, if I have permanent marker on my walls, I'm going to assume it's gonna need a new paint job. So better to try and fix it first. Now we are going to try a magic eraser on the permanent marker and see what kind of, what's the word for it, success we have. Look at that actually. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Like, cause this is how many days old? Like 3 days old, we've let this sit. For our last permanent marker stain, we're gonna use Barkeeper's Friend because we've used this at some of our clients' houses on walls that have had permanent marker and we've had pretty good success with it. Just a little bit of it on a cloth and we'll see how it does. Hot diggity damn. So our final stain that we have is dry erase marker, and we're gonna use the isopropyl alcohol because we already kind of splashed it onto this stain right here. So I'm gonna go with it on this one, and then we'll try a couple of other things. Our second dry eraser stain, I'm gonna use my magic eraser that I have been using all day actually. Now we're gonna bring in a sleeping giant to see, because we know, I just know that this is gonna work. Deep Wood's off because it will take off nail polish. So let's see if it takes off dry erase marker. That concludes our wall cleaning demo. The reasons that we chose these stains was because these are some of the stains that we are finding are the most searched on our YouTube channel to be removed off of walls. So if you have any other like weird stains that you want us to try to remove, drop it in the comments and let us know, and we will test them out on paint, fabric, whatever. I think one of us needs a new couch, so it'd be good to, like, you know, Jiffy marker up a couch. Hey, Lana?